One year, I actually dressed up as a bat, not Batman, just a bat. Like I was a boy dressed up as a bat. I found a picture of it. Here it is. Pacific Wonderland!
Good morning, guys. I am up. I've done the dishes. I've made the bed and I'm starting on my homework. Now you guys are probably sick of hearing about my homework. Believe me, I'm sick of telling you about it because I'm sick of doing it. But I am almost done, and it's not my research paper obviously because that's done. But I do have to put together a presentation today, practice it, and then present it tomorrow. Oh my goodness, Sunday it's supposed to get up to 75. That would be amazing. I'm so excited. Uh-oh. Paris found the compost pile. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. No, get inside. Get inside. Great. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to keep him away from it. I'm going to have to cover it. I don't know. I think we're going to buy like one hay bale and cover it up, and that'll make it harder for him to get in there. I know they make like compost containers, but I really didn't want to buy a container for it, but I might have to because I know he is going to dig through that every chance he gets. Huh? Because you think it's full of treats and snacks.
Alright, I'm back from work and Kelsey is working on her presentation and I'm trying not to bother her and pester her because I'm really bored. But since I'm bored and since you're watching this on Thursday, I'm going to do the throwback tag. So here it goes. What year were you born? I was born in 1989. Yes, I was born in the 80s by like, what, 4 days? I was born in December in 1989, so technically I'm still born in the 80s. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? Yes, I have this one that I found on my computer. My mom actually posted it on her Facebook page. It shows me and my two brothers at a Christmas who knows when. I'm actually half Mexican and my brothers look kind of Mexican. I, however, do not. I have bleached blonde hair, it's straight. I don't know what happened, I just got the white genes, I guess. What TV shows did you grow up watching? I grew up watching a lot of TV shows, mostly just the typical 90s, All That, Rocket Power, Rocko's Modern Life. Probably my favorite one was probably Doug. I like Doug a lot. Alright, next question is, what did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? When I was younger, I loved making little videos, and I actually had a Lego set where you could make movies and stuff. So when I grew up, I wanted to be a film director. Do I still want to do that? Yeah, that would be awesome if I could be a film director. The next question says, well, it's not really a question. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. I actually have a couple videos of myself when I was younger, but they're at my parents' house and they live in Idaho. So I don't really have access to those. And I have one here, but it's on a VHS. And if you guys don't know, VHS is like this square plastic thing that used to stick into a VCR. I don't remember what it's called, and it would play, but I have no way to get that footage off the tape and into digital form. So I have videos, I just can't show them. Next question is, what were your favorite toys to play with? Well, like I mentioned earlier, I played with Legos, and I loved Legos. I had so many Legos, and my grandma gave me Legos, my aunt gave me Legos, so I would just make entire Lego towns. And no, I have not yet seen the Lego movie, which I really want to see it, but Kelsey doesn't want to see it, so I'm gonna have to go see it sometime. But it's kind of depressing going to movies by yourself. I don't think I would ever go by myself. Just sit there and watch the Lego movie. That'd be kind of sad. Next question is, what's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? One of my most embarrassing moments was I was actually in honor choir in like 3rd grade. We were singing at an old folks home. It was a Christmas concert, and we were at the end of the song we were supposed to go out and shake people's hands, but I passed out and but I was still standing up or something, and people didn't know what was wrong with me, and I was just standing there, and I was supposed to go shake these people's hands, but I guess I was blacked out and passed out. Woke up, and I was still in the old folks home, and I just remember everyone looking at me, and it was super embarrassing because I had no idea what happened. So that's a embarrassing moment of mine. The next thing says, read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I don't have anything that I wrote in kindergarten here. My mom probably does, but that is also in Idaho, so I don't have any of that. The next thing is, name 3 songs that you loved to listen to as a child. One of them was Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. I loved that song until my family made me get up in front of church, and it was hundreds of people, and made me sing it in front of everyone. I just remember my mom always listening to the Beatles, so a lot of the Beatles songs I listened to when I was a kid. Alright, the next thing is, what was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? Well, one year I actually dressed up as a bat, not Batman, just a bat. Like, I was a boy dressed up as a bat, and I found a picture of it. Here it is. This is me dressed as a bat. My face is covered in black paint. I have like little ears that I'm pretty sure that I made myself, and my little brother is a firefighter. So that was an awkward Halloween. The next thing is, tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. I can't really think of a funny story. I can think of some funny moments. My little brother is really funny. We used to call him Funny Sonny. His name's Sonny. So there was a lot of funny moments with him, but nothing really comes to mind right now. Alright, the next thing is, are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? One of the things that I kept is these. I have this entire set of Harry Potter books. I don't ever know if I'll ever read them again. I only read them once, and then I never read them again, but I was really obsessed with them when they came out, and I read every single one. The next question is, what was something weird that you used to do as a child? I was a really weird child, so everything that I did was pretty weird. I used to get like lava rocks in the mail because I was obsessed with volcanic rocks. That's kind of weird. The next question is, what's the scariest thing you remember happening to you when you were younger? One scary thing that I can remember is I went camping one time, and I was on a four-wheeler, and I was hanging on to the back. I was riding on the back with my older brother, and I was hanging on to the back with my hands wrapped around the edge, and my cousin was on a four-wheeler behind us, and we're going down a steep hill, and his brakes went out, so he claims, and the four-wheeler rammed into us. My hand was stuck between the two four-wheelers, and now I have a pinky. I don't know if you can see that or if it's focused, but now I have a pinky that is all messed up and weird. And that was pretty scary because there was blood gushing everywhere, and my finger was all mangled, and we had to like zoom back. We were in the middle of nowhere, we were camping, and then when we got back, my parents were like, put 2 sticks on it, stop the bleeding, and you're good. And then we just kept camping. And the last question is, how is the world different from how it was like when you were a child? The world is very different. I am almost exactly as old as the World Wide Web. Fun fact of the day, World Wide Web turned 25 today, so it's a little older than me, but back when I was a child, we had, I remember the dial-up internet. You couldn't talk on the phone and be online at the same time because it would cross the lines. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's changed. Gas was like $1 something. Definitely didn't have these cell phones. Kind of crazy thinking back on it and thinking of all the things that have changed. Nostalgia. Anyway, but that was the throwback tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog as well because Kelsey has a lot of work to do. But thumbs up for nostalgia and thinking back on your childhood, because it's kind of fun to just think back on all those memories that kind of just get lost. Comment below and tell me the most ridiculous Halloween costume you have been, because I just shared a really embarrassing photo. So tell me some of your guys's in the comments below so I don't feel as weird. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already because we do new videos every single day. and we try to travel around to new places every once in a while. So go check out our travel vlogs if you haven't, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, build your bones. Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables.